Hey, what is up, guys? It's me, Alpha Papa Novi, and welcome back to the channel. It's a pleasure to have you guys on board, and I love Dark Souls. Yeah, buddy. What's up, guys? How's it going? How are you guys today? I hope you guys are doing a-okay. I hope you guys are doing well, and wherever you're at, in wherever corner of the world you might be, next to your loved one, next to your girlfriend, your dad, your mom, whoever that might be, whoever your loved ones are, I hope you guys are doing okay. All right, let's get right into this video, guys. In this video we are going to be talking about soul level cap and the new meta of Dark Souls and adaptability and all that kinds of fun stuff. Okay, first, this video is going to be kind of like in reply to Mari's Brigade video that he made about how he doesn't agree. Well, the title of his video is Dark Souls 2 PvP question the soul level 150 meta, which is going to so this video is going to be like a reply to his video where I completely agree with him. I totally completely agree with him because soul level 150 is a little too high. I mean, in my personal opinion, is really high. But then again, as you guys know me, if you guys have followed my channel, you guys know that I'm not like about a soul level cap. I think that you should like stay at the soul level you want and PvP at the soul level that makes you comfortable and you think you can win on, and I mean whatever makes you happy. That's why FromSoft made a soul level 711. I don't know what the soul level cap is going to be here, like the max level. I think in Dark Souls 1 is 711, but I'm not sure though, because I never went to max level. But anyways, I completely agree with Mari's Brigade. The whole, before anyone says, oh, like I don't need to be like, I don't need anyone to tell me what soul level that I need to stay at. I can be at whatever level I want. I bought the game and all that kinds of stuff. It's completely understandable. I understand. I have nothing against it. But if you're trying to be like in the PvP range, but in soul level memory, but supposedly from what I read on Mari's Brigade Covenant, I play Dark Souls a little too much. I was gonna say Covenant. From what I read on Mari's Brigade's comments, supposedly once you go to New Game Plus, soul level memory doesn't matter anymore. It goes back to the old school where it's soul level range, like 10 levels up, 10 levels down, 10%. So we still do not know that. There's a lot of things we need to figure out at this point, and in my personal opinion, it's way too soon for people to be like already staying there like a soul level 150. Was this decided on one bill, or like was this tested on one bill, and what do you had, like what were your stats? Was it like a 40-40 bill? Was it a caster? Was it a faith caster? Was it an intelligence caster? I mean, like was it decided on 50 bills that you tested or one bill? That's like my main concern. Like how do whoever decided is that the new meta of Dark Souls 2 is going to be soul level 150? Because I am a soul level 125 right now and I have a perfectly functioning build. I have 1732 of HP, 127 of freaking endurance. I mean, equipment loadout, I have 779.0. I have a perfect functioning build. I'm gonna go to soul level 135 because that's the soul level that I used to like to stay at on Dark Souls 1. That's before I learned how to toggle. Once I learned how to toggle, I used to stay at soul level 110, 115. I used to stay at really low levels. If you guys go ahead and check out my videos, if you scroll all the way down on my YouTube channel and go all the way down to where I used to upload videos of Dark Souls 1, I uploaded a bunch of videos of Dark Souls 1, so I am kind of experienced and I kind of know what I'm talking about. And like I said, I have a perfect functioning build right now. Like it's a soul level 125. I have this is my stats that I have. I have 40 HP. I have endurance 27. I have vitality vit 27, which is it maximizes your equipment loadout. And I have attunements. I don't have no attunements, so it's a 2. I have strength 35, dex 35, adaptability 3. And I'm gonna get into the adaptability thing right now in a little bit because I've been reading a lot about it because I want to understand how it works. And I have 1 intelligence and 8 faith. So I mean, I have a perfect functioning build. I just want to go to a 40-40. So I need, in order to achieve that 40-40, I need to go 5 more points into strength and 5 more points into dex, because right now I have it at 35 and 35. So I don't know. I mean, what kind of build are you guys trying to make with soul level 150? Are you trying to make like 50 intelligence and like you're trying to maximize everything? Because I don't see the point on it. Then there's going to be no there's going to be no unique builds. Like, you're not going to sacrifice anything on anything. In Dark Souls 1, if you wanted it to flip, you sacrifice poise. If you wanted it to have poise, you sacrifice flipping or mid-roll. So there was a lot of different kind of builds that you could come up with in Dark Souls 1. And from now, they're like, everybody's going to be a soul level 150, which I do not agree on, because I think it's a little too high. If you want to run around fast, then you should sacrifice something, right? If you want to have a lot of armor, you should sacrifice something. You can't have a 50 adaptability and like, you can't have your cake and eat it too. I mean, you have to sacrifice something. There's no way that it's going to work out at soul level 150, in my personal opinion. But then again, the game is still new. It's still fairly new. So, I mean, it's what, like 2 weeks old? So we still don't know how all this is going to play out and how the stats are going to work. But I know this is just my personal opinion. Like I said, if you want to be a soul level 500, by all means, be a soul level 500. This is just for the people that want to, like, PvP and want to meet up with the group. So you'll be in the soul level range, so you can invade other players. They'll be on your soul level range. That's the whole point of this. It's not for people. If you want to host, because if you're hosting, you can summon any soul level. Like, it doesn't really matter. It's all up to you. So don't leave comments stating that, like, oh, well, you need to tell me what soul level I need to be at. Because again, I am not saying that you should stay at a certain level. I am saying if you want a PvP with a certain group of people, which is a PvP group of soul level 125, so you need to stay at soul level 125, 135, so you can be in the range. But then again, the soul level memory, we do not know how that works, how exactly that works. And that brings me to another thing. I don't know why FromSoft is keeping all this like a big secret. Like, why don't they let us know how all this works? Like, why is it so hard that, like, we have to find out on our own? You know what I think it is? I think it's like the game is new, and they don't want you like screwing around with new players and things like that. So I'm pretty sure all this is going to get fixed with the updates, and then we're going to get more informed, or as people are making builds and testing things out, we are going to get more informed. So right now it's a little too soon to be like, oh, we need to stay soul level 150, or the new meta is a soul level 200. We need to just wait it out and give it time and test builds out and all that kinds of fun stuff. We cannot just decide only because someone made one build and all of a sudden, oh, everybody needs to be a soul level 150 and that's the new meta. I do not agree with that. So I completely agree with Marius Brigade opinion, and I think he's right. I mean, he's soul level 130 from what he said right now, and from what he said, he has a 2840, which is what he said is he has a perfect functioning build. And to my personal opinion, soul level 125 to 135 is more than good enough. I mean, you can't have a 40-40 build and be a full caster. I mean, come on, it doesn't work like that. You can't have your cake and eat it too. Like I said. Anyways, let's get right into the adaptability, and I'm gonna also link you guys 2 threads or 2 forums and game facts that I found about people talking about adaptability. They're long threads, so you can have fun reading them. They're talking about adaptability and how adaptability doesn't help. I think out of the whole thread, and I read most of the 2 threads, one is the whole level cap and the other one is adaptability, but they're both talking about adaptability on both of the threads, and I'm gonna link you guys to both of them so you guys can have fun reading that and make your decision. Because I went to change my stats after I read this thread, where a lot of people are saying that they tested adaptability and like it really doesn't really make a difference. That you like can chug a essence flask 2 frames faster, like 2 frames. Do you guys? I mean, 2 frames is literally nothing. If you edit videos, you should know what 2 frames is. Like, you literally gotta extend your video, you gotta like stretch it out in order to see what 2 frames are. So in my personal opinion, it's not worth it. So yesterday I changed my stats, and so far it's working. I don't see the difference. Well, you do kind of see the difference when you're chugging an essence, but then again, if you're invading, why would you need to chug an essence when you can't even heal? So I don't see the point of this this whole adaptability thing. From what I think and from what I read in that thread, is like From Software was like testing things out, and like it didn't work out, it backfired, and they were like, fuck it, pack it all in one and just call it adaptability. That's what one guy said. The From Software were like testing things out, and it didn't work out. They thought the plan didn't work. It didn't come out as they thought it was gonna come out, so they were just like, fuck it, just put it all in a bunch. put the whole bunch of adaptability, poise, and resistance and all this. And what adaptability does, the movement and all that, just pack it in one pack, and there you go, adaptability. And let's just make it worthless. Anyways, my old stats were 27 HP, endurance 25, vitality, vit, which is your endurance loadout, was 20. My attunement was 2. My strength was 25. My dex was 25, and my adaptability was 20. And like I said, I have noticed the difference, but only when I chug. That's it, because I used to get poisoned a lot. Like I used to get poisoned like in no time. People there, they have like those weapons that they have put poison, or they have added poison to them. They used to poison me a lot, so I haven't noticed any difference. But that's in my personal opinion from what I have noticed. So you might want to test things out. Like I said, go to these 2 forums, go to these 2 threads and read and leave a comment. I don't know, and then you can change your stats. By the way, I'll probably make a videos for you guys, so you guys know how to change your stats. So you gotta do is go back to where you started. Those old ladies, the firekeepers, I think they are the firekeepers. I'm not too sure though, because they do say, like, the NPCs say that those ones are the firekeeper, and they're really old and nobody remembers them. But anyways, so there's a lot of people talking about adaptability and how it's worthless, but then there's like a few of them talking about like how adaptability helps you. And then there's I was talking to this guy last night where he has 40 adaptability. I fought him, we had a fight, and we started PMing each other through the PlayStation Network, and I asked him what was his soul level. His soul level was 170, I think. I don't quite remember exactly what was his soul level was, but he was like, I have 40 adaptability, and I'm like, does it really matter how much adaptability you have? And his reply to that was that adaptability is good for low poise builds. Like if you're gonna have no poise, it's good for you to roll away faster, for you to get out of a stun lock. That's what adaptability is good for. But then again, like I said, I tested adaptability. Like I now I don't have adaptability. I have 3 adaptability, and it really, I can't really see the difference. But then again, I don't know, I don't see any difference, like, to be honest. But like I said, this is a thing that you want to test. This is a thing that you want to go read up on, and then make your decision if you want to have adaptability or you don't. From what everybody says, it's worthless. It's just like resistance in Dark Souls 1. So yeah, I don't know what to say about adaptability, because it honestly doesn't make a difference. I had 20 points into adaptability, and now that I took those 20 points off adaptability, I was able to go 35 strengths and 35 dex. And like I said, my main goal is to have a 40-40 build. And I was watching like the points. So after I go past 35, right, I have 35 right now. But when I bump up strength 35, I don't get that much in return. Like when it says your weapon R1, I have it right now. It says right weapon, right, and then it says if I can talk, R1 weapon. It says 536, and then when I bump that up to like 40, it only goes to like up to like 139. And I bumped up I bump up his strength, and then I bump up on endurance, and it doesn't give you that many points in return. Like I don't even know if it's worth me going to 140. But then again, it's something that I gotta test and make my own conclusion. Like I don't take my word for it. Don't take anybody's word for it. Do it, test it yourself, and if you see that it works, if you think that it works for you, and if it helps you play better, then you go with that. Don't let anyone make your decision. Make your own decision. Like I make my own decision. Yeah, I read a lot up on things, but I make my own decision at the end of the day, because it's my build. And if I think that this helps me, if you think that adaptability is going to help you, then you go ahead and get adaptability, because it's going to make you more confident when you go into the battle. Whenever you go into fight, it's going to make you a lot more confident. Anyways, guys, a little tip here: in this area where I'm invading, where the rats are, it's a fucking perfect place to farm souls, dude. If you win the fights, though, you gotta win the fights, because if you lose them, you don't get no shit. You get no souls. I got like 300,000 souls last night here, in no time. Like in like 2 hours. I was there for like 2 hours. I know that you can go up and get a lot of souls, and you can do it that way, but this way it's a lot more fun, because you're fighting and you're kicking the rat's ass and all that kinds of fun stuff. Anyways, guys, as always, thank you for listening to me ramble. Thank you for checking out my channel. Take care. Don't do anything bad. Alpha Papa, and I'll be checking out or signing out, and I will see you guys on the next one in the battlefield. Bye, guys.